Hi everybody, this is Backblast. Here we are on Stationeers. This is going to be an absolute basic tutorial for starting off. I'm going to select Moon and Survival and create world. Because if you're like, I bought the game, thought this looks really interesting, and I opened it up and thought, how difficult can it be? It's not rocket science, is it? Well, apparently it is rocket science and it is very difficult. And what we need to do is we're looking for a particular crate. There's two crates that we want, and they're both called construction supplies. So we've got construction supplies number 2 there. So where's construction supplies number 1? Right, there it is. So we're going to click and drag it. Please go and play the tutorial. All right, if you're interested in this game and you want to have a good go at it, go and play the tutorial. It's not the easiest game to get to grips with, because the controls are a nightmare. They really are. No, they absolutely are a nightmare. It's very, very difficult. Oh, I don't want to fall down that, do I? It's very, very difficult to. Wow, some deep holes here. I don't want to be falling down them, and I don't know where I am. Yeah, it is difficult to control, and it'll take you a little bit to get the hang of. And go and do the tutorial, and you'll come away thinking, "Oh my goodness, I can't control this." But after a little bit, you'll get the hang of it, and it becomes easier. Okay, so this is what we want. We want crate number 1. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to pick this up as well, because I can't see where I've put the crate. So we're just going to drop that down there, and we're going to open this fella. Right, so there's 2 bits in here. There's iron frames and iron wall. So obviously a wall is a single plane. A frame is more like a cube. We're going to have some cubes. We're going to build some iron cube things. Now what I want is something about ground level. So where do I want this? Where do I want this? I don't know where I want it. I didn't want it over there. There's a big hole there. I think I'm going to fall down the hole. This ground that I've got here is very uneven. So we're just going to build a little something to that we're going to walk on, and we're going to build our little base on. It's not going to be massive, because this is just a tutorial just to get you started and give you an idea of what you should be building to start off with. So we've got iron sheets here. Right, we've still got this duct tape in our hand, so press E to swap hand, number 4 to open my uniform, and then press F to put whatever's highlighted at the bottom, i.e. right hand duct tape, into uniform, and there it goes. So press 4 to close that again. Right, I now want to open my tools, so I've got the iron plate in my left hand, so if I press 5 for my belt, and then select that tool there, which is a welder, which is what we want, and we're going to press F to put it into our hand. So F swaps whatever's highlighted left and right. Okay, now to switch this thing on, you press O, and it makes a lovely flashing thing. And then we're going to construct an iron frame. Boom. Boom. Now this means we can walk on it, because before it's just like an empty box and you can fall through it. So now we're just constructing this fella like this. Right, so for the sake of our let's press O to switch that off. For the sake of this base, it's not going to be anything absolutely amazing. What I'm going to do is I want another cube, so an iron frame, and all I'm really doing is I'm showing you how to just get started with it. And we're going to build that, and we need the iron sheets again. Iron sheets, there we go. And then we're going to press E to swap hands, so we press O to switch the welder on, and again we're just going to weld a frame here. Boom. So we've got a frame. That's all we need. We don't want anything fancy. This will be fine. This will all be fine. Switch that off. What do we need now? Solar panels, I think, is next. So let's put this stuff away. I don't need the iron sheets anymore. Let's pick up the solar panels, and then in my other hand, so press E to select my other hand, let's put this back into there. F to swap stuff around. Right, solar panel. Right, the thing with the solar panel is obviously we want the solar bits sticking upwards. Have I built enough frame here? I think I built enough frame here, haven't I? But I can't get it to sit on the top because I'm down below it and I can't see it properly happening. If I put it on the floor here, it shows that it's the right way up for me, but I just can't see the top of that cube to get up there. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the jetpack. Now if you look on the top right hand corner, there's a little picture of my character with the guy that's blinking with the beard there. Underneath it is a circle with an eye next to it. Well, if I press J, we get a rocket pack. Okay, so now my rocket pack is switched on. I'm going to press space and it flies up into the air, and I can now land on top and then move this about where I want it. Now if you look at the actual base of this thing, bottom right hand corner, that you can see a power symbol, a little lightning thing. Top left hand corner, it's more like 3 cubes. You see those? Right, well we don't want the 3 cubes, we want the power one, so we're looking to where that goes. Now I want it to go off the end of the building on that side where it is now, so we're going to build it there, boom, and now we can just fall off this building. Maybe I can just fall off it, maybe I'm stuck. Right, there we are, now we're down. So we now have a solar panel, however that will not generate any electricity without a glass sheet on it. So we just get the glass sheets, lose your building, there we go, and then you can construct it from down here. So that's fine, that's now working. Let's go and put the glass sheets back. Right, what else do we want now? Well, we want some sort of power controller, because the power will come from the solar panel and it's got nowhere to go. It doesn't know what it's doing or where it's going. And again, when you get a power controller, it's the way the lightning is. So what we want is just the lightning symbol on its own. So let's just rotate this. Now to rotate things in this game, you're using the keys insert, delete, home, end, page up, page down, and again it's a nightmare. Okay. It really is, it's a nightmare. Now I can't remember which way up this stupid thing goes, so let's try and let's try it there. Let's try it there. Okay, I just want to have a look inside. We've got 2 in our hands, so let's go and put the other one back in here. Put the other one back in there, and let's bring a battery with me. Battery cell large. So to open this up, we need the crowbar, which is in number 5. Select the crowbar. Press E for your empty hand to select the empty hand there, and then we're going to press F to swap it over, and now this will open the cover. Boom! Now it's the wrong way around. I want it over this side. So I'm going to just close the cover, and we're going to try and work out which tool it is to remove this thing. It's the drill. So the drill is now in my right hand. We're going to deconstruct it. It falls on the floor. Let's put our drill back in our pocket by pressing F there. I'll pick this up, and this is now going to go over here. Is that where I want it? I don't know where I want it. Well, the electricity is going to come down like that. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it way down here, because we don't need to get to the bottom of it. There's no switch on it, is there? Yeah, I'm going to put it there. Okay, now where the electricity side was is this one. So we're going to now select again number 5 to open our toolkit, and the crowbar there, we want it in our empty hand there. So we now select the cover, open the cover, and we're going to put this battery into it. So press E to swap to that hand, and then battery large, insert. Good. Okay, that's it, that's that. We're going to switch it on, which is left click. So now it says on there, and we need to close that, which is again, it's the crowbar. So just close it like that. Boom, that is now closed. However, it won't work, it's not connected to the solar panel yet. So to use the solar panels, we're going to connect it with these cables. Cables, right click. Now it comes up with different options. Now again, if you look at, it's difficult to tell with this, but if you use the insert, delete and all that, and hopefully you'll be able to get it to the right configuration of where you want it, because it's damn difficult. That's how I want it. I want it like that, because the cable comes off there, boom, and it's going to come down the front of the building. Yeah, is that okay? Now if you use the mouse wheel, you get different shapes of cable. So obviously that's a straight cable. If I move the mouse again, we've got a corner. See the corner curve, and then there's different types of three-way corners and junctions and four-way junctions and stuff. We actually want just a straight piece, and again just fiddle about with those stupid up and down keys. When it goes yellow, it means it's connecting. So do we want it connecting there? I don't want it connecting there. I want a corner. I want that corner like that, because I'm going to build it coming down here. It is a nightmare like that. Like that. Do I want a straight one now? Yeah, straight one. That was lucky. And then this one here, I want it to connect like that. Boom. Right, so it's got power coming into this, but it won't work unless there's power coming out. So what I'm going to do is we're going to try and do that. And now I think I want to put something else on here. Yes, I do. I want to put something else on. So I'm going to stop building with that by right clicking, and the thing that I want to put on is in the other box. So construction box 2, open that up, and we want the battery cell charger. Okay. Oh no, I didn't want to swap. I don't want to swap the things, so let's put it in my empty hand. Battery cell charger. Oh, it's a steep hill. That. Yeah, that's quite dangerous. That somebody could fall down there. Okay, now you'll notice that it's daylight. The sun's coming up. Okay, and the solar panel is now generating electricity. So let's get this thing built. We're going to put this on, and again, it's a nightmare to fiddle about with. We want it sort of like that, but the other way up. Like, that way. That's exactly as I want it. Right there. Do I want it that high? Do I want it that high or that low? Where do I want it? Now I'm either going to put it there or there. Either doesn't matter. Let's put it there. Right, it's a battery charger. Okay, and it will work off the power out of here. This acts like a bit like a power delivery thing. So it will send signals to things. It'll send a signal to this, and it'll also send electricity to it. And it also, with the battery in there, it stores a little bit of electricity, but not much. Right, so let's get this built. Now I need this cable to connect to both the power. Let's just switch that off so you can see. To the power. I also want it to connect to the charger data. Okay, now data and power all go through the same cables. There's no difference with this. And what I want to do is I want to split my signal like that, I think. Boom. So it's connected to that. Now where's my curved bit? Let's just do that. Is that right? Are we right there? We're right there. We're there. Good. So you can see how I've connected that. Okay. We can switch the battery charger on there, and solar panels generating. That was switched on, wasn't it? So let's get a battery in there. Now we do have some spare batteries knocking about, not many though, so you need to be careful where you take this from. We do have one in, if you look in number 5, we're going to take it out of this tool, which is the grinder. So put the grinder into your hand. Now it's in my left hand, so if I press R again, it opens that up. Alright, if I then press E, it means that I've got both the battery selected and an empty hand selected. So if I press F, it swaps them so that the battery is now in my empty hand. If I now click in there, boom, the battery is in the charger. Hey! Let's just put that away. Put that into there, like that. So that should be charging. Now, it's not. And I don't quite understand why. Let's just press J and have a look, make sure everything's connected up here. So the cable's connected to that, that's fine. That's got power coming to it. Let's have a look at this. So let's just have a look. at the panel here. So it's on. It's going the wrong way. The power's going into this side and coming out the other side. Right. I've wired them up wrong. Okay. So why did how did I manage that? Anyway, which tool was it to get rid of this? Is it that one? Deconstruct that. We're going to now put it back in. Oh, the battery. That's the battery, isn't it? Where's that going to roll to? Right, we're going to pop this back in again. We're going to put it in the other way up. So if we fiddle about with this, there we go. That's right. That's right. Where's the battery gone? Let's go and pick that up. Sorry about that. I did say it's the way that the lightning goes. I'm not sure that I actually did that when I told you. Open the cover, pop the battery in. Yeah, it's all upside down now, but that doesn't matter. Pop the battery in and switch it on, and then we'll close the thing. And we've got something happening now. There we go. Right, so basically what's happened now is we've got power coming from the solar panel into here. It's charging the battery that's in there. It does keep that charged, and it's also charging this. You can see on the side that the switch is switched to a bright green, which means there's power getting to it. A battery, when it's got a blue line around it, means that it's fully charged. Okay, and that is a simple battery charger. Now the reason that we built this first is because when you go on to number 2, you have a battery in your life support there. Okay, that runs down very, very quickly. So at least now you can swap it with the battery that's in here, and you can charge this one up. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this tutorial. It was a very, very basic solar panel, whatever that's called, that panel thing there, connected to the battery charger, and that's it. That's all there is to it. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it's useful for you. I will be back with more tutorials, and we're going to be looking at how to build airlocks and get some air supply going, and also how to build other things with the fabricators and the lathe. My name's Backblast. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.